Goeiedag, good day, fellow South Africans and citizens of the world. I have some excellent news for you. As you know, a couple of months ago I interviewed on my live stream Alice VL about her book, My Turn. And 90% of the proceeds of that book were to be donated to a charity. And now that charity has been identified and selected, and it's tied up with Steve Hofmeyer, and it's called Toekomsvonk, and the money will go directly to South Africa, where it'll be used to help the poorest of the poor whites in squatter camps, etc. I have the interview here where they're talking about the book and where the money is going to go. So please sit back and relax and enjoy. And here is a huge shout out to Alice. You're a wonderful woman. Thank you for everything that you're doing for the poor whites in South Africa. Please remember to subscribe to be kept informed, and have a great day. Bye for now.
Hi, Willie. Welcome. I believe we're live right now. This is a new device, a new tool that we are launching right now. It's called Be Live TV. And today we have a special announcement.
Yes, I think a very special. A lot of people worked hard behind the scenes on this. And it was promised a few weeks ago already. So yes, I think everybody will be surprised and will like what we have to say.
Okay, so what I want to do is bring everybody up to date. I hope you're able to see this. We are trying to broadcast live with a new device here on USAC Incorporated Facebook page. And our announcement is that after a lot of paperwork and a lot of talking behind the scenes, we are able to announce that the proceeds of My Turn, Waiting to be Murdered in South Africa, written by none other than Alice VL, all of the proceeds will be given to toekomsvonk for the purpose of assisting those in the squatter camps. Willie has worked hard behind the scenes with many people, and I'll let you tell us who you worked with, Willie, to make this happen.
Okay. Yes, first of all, obviously you also Alice and Wessel from Toekmosvonk, Helga Swart, all of them were together in a couple of conference calls about this thing, and I think it's great. What is going to happen is 90% of the proceeds of the book is going to be sent to South Africa and to help out poorest of the poorest whites in South Africa. Wessel and myself is going to watchdog, if you can put it like that. Neither of us is going to all money. I just want to put that out there. All the money is going directly to Toekmosvonk. Now, Toekmosvonk is it's a movement that was started by Steve Hofmeyer in South Africa. They've got a few directors. One of their main purposes in life is to assist the poor whites in South Africa, people who cannot get a job because stuff that's been going on in South Africa, the current economic crisis that we are going into. There's people that's going hungry each and every night, and my major concern for doing, for trying my level best to arrange this was the little children in the squatter camps. They didn't ask for this. They didn't ask to be racist, called racist by the government. So that's basically it. And I think it's the best possible entity to be requested to do this. The other contract draft, first of all, Words Matter Publishing did send a letter through confirming what I just said, and there was also a contract drafted. Unfortunately, I left it at the office. I don't have it yet. Otherwise, I could have just read it in. But the most important part is that 90% of all of the sales of the book, My Turn, Waiting to be Murdered in South Africa by LSVL, is coming straight to Toekmosvonk in South Africa. And that money, I promise you, from my side, Willie Jordan, will be applied to where it's supposed to go. It will not go anywhere else over my dead body. No, thank you.
Thank you, Willie. I truly appreciate all your help. Now, one of the things that we suggested, Words Matter Publishing suggested, was that the money be used for, but not to clothing, food, medical and dental treatment, housing, household items, education.
Sorry, Tammy, I lost you. I think you asked whether the money, where the money will be allocated to. Is that correct?
Yes, it is. We are trying a new device today. This is the first time I've used it. It is a new program, and we're going to work out some kinks. But I hope to really use this platform a lot. But if we can get Willie back here, it looks like we've lost him a little bit. It could be a signal in his area. I can see that we are still live on my end. So as I was saying, that Wessel Basson, Helga Swart and Ingli both were very instrumental in working with Willie and me to set this up. And Alice VL donated 90% of the royalties to Words Matter Publishing, and we decided to find a home there in South Africa for these royalties. We want to assist. We believe that all of us working together with toekomsvonk, that we can have some meaningful assistance to the squatter camps. We know that the funds will be allocated correctly. We have multiple people watching over that, including Walter Basson and Willie Jordan Jr. So everybody's watching over these funds. They will be allocated correctly. So thank you, Willie, for all your assistance. And we asked you all to run out and get the book, get the ebook. Even that helps out. Support this book, because by doing so, you're helping someone whose life is just a little bit more difficult than yourself. And it's a very well-written book, very well-written book. So I'm going to ask everybody to get a copy of this book. I know multiple people, including Steve Hofmeyer, will be talking to you about the book at some point in time in the future. So we thank you all, and for waiting patiently for our announcement. Willie, what else do you have for us?
That's basically it. Sorry, Tammy, I lost you completely for a few minutes already.
This is a new device.
I just wanted to mention Ingli as well from Toekmosvonk. I just forgot to mention that, Ingli Botha. And yes, people do this thing. If we can make the book a bestseller, I don't know if you talked about it now, sorry, because I said, I lost you, but if we can make it a bestseller, we're talking a lot of money that the poor people really need in South Africa. The money will not only go for food aid and clothing aid, etc., etc. We've got bigger plans than that. Some of the plans I can mention maybe is purchasing farms for the people to stay on. That's one idea. And also erect a factory on that farm and provide work to the people living on that farm. The products, we don't know yet. Think about that, and it will work. It will become a self-sustained project, and that's what we aim to do.
I think that's amazing, Willie. And again, I can't thank Willie enough. He's a dear friend. And when I asked him for assistance in finding the right organization to receive these royalty funds, he jumped right in. He didn't skirt the process. He got right in there and got us connected with the right organizations, because being in the United States, I don't know who's handling the funds correctly over there in South Africa. So I was relying on Willie, and I think he did a fantastic job of getting us hooked up with the right people. And I'm excited because I understand, you know, that with every book that is sold, someone in these squatter camps is going to be helped in a meaningful way, and that's what matters the most. That's what matters to the author that wrote this book. She really wanted to help others, you know. So you know, make her dream come true, help somebody else's dream come true in the squatter camps by buying the book. give it out to your friends, you know, buy multiple copies, hand it out, because it's a good cause. Anything else, Willie? We're going to cut this broadcast short.
I want to say something about Alice. I've spoken to her a couple of times.
Mm-hmm.
I was very, I like her a lot. Her heart is in the correct place. She wrote this book for this exclusive purpose at the end of the day. For somebody, I don't know if I can say that, it's also stopping herself to give away money to other people. I think we should send her a case of bells. If you don't know what that means in South Africa, if somebody does something good, we tell them, give that man or lady a bell. Now, that bells is a whistle.
Okay.
So maybe somebody will send her a case of the stuff, because I think really she's top notch.
Absolutely, and this was a hard book for Alice to write. Alice is published with Words Matter Publishing, and she's a romance author. So when she said, Tammy, I want to find a way to help out people in South Africa, and I said, well, write a book about what's going on. And she's like, oh no, that's not the kind of books I write. But she really knocked the ball out of the park with this book. She did her research. The book is filled with links that you can go to. It's well documented, and it's a tribute to all who have actually fallen there in South Africa. It's a tribute to their memory and to a path forward for South Africa. So
I want to say it's an astonishing fact. All the facts that she mentioned in that book. She's got one chapter devoted to Mr. Steve Hofmeyer. Now, Steve Hofmeyer is one of the people that I think in South Africa has the correct heart, and he's doing it for the people, not for himself. There's a whole chapter, written all about Steve and the trials and tribulations he went through. And I want to say this: Steve really, took a step where angels fear to tread. He knew, singing the national anthem on his shows, South Africa, he knew that he will be racist. He will be labeled as a racist at the end of the day, even though that's far from the truth. Those that know him in South Africa knows exactly what I'm talking about. But he put everything he had or he has, out there, with the possibility to lose everything for what he stands for. And that's why I'm saying that the chapter, I think it's excellent. All the other facts in the book is actually correct. I couldn't find any fault with any of it. And I highly suggest that everybody reads this book. But on top of it, I think, Mr. Trump, I'm wearing your cap today. If you see this video, please read the book, sir. Please read the book. There's a lot of people in South Africa that's putting their hopes on you to do something about it. Now, I've just seen on the news now, or read the news about Zimbabwe, and Mr. Trump, you are not willing to lift sanctions against Zimbabwe. I will send you a case of bells, if I may. In any event, thank you for that. We're anxiously waiting your next tweet or whatever on Facebook or Twitter. We're anxiously waiting. Tammy, thank you for all your help. A lot of people don't know. A lot of people don't realize what you do behind the scenes. I know, because we talk a lot. We talk a lot of things, off the record. I know what you're doing, what you're trying to do, and what you are accomplishing. And thank you for that, really.
Thank you, Willie. I do want to just mention a couple of the chapters in this book so that you get a better idea of what you're getting when you get this book. It starts out with how did we get here? It's a little excerpt on a farm killing and how did we get to this point in South Africa. We talk about, Alice talks about Viva, kill the boer, kill the farmer, the most dangerous job in the world, the reality of the farm murders, the home invasions, the land grabs, the subtle intimidation, the thorn in the ANC side, which is Hofmeyer, the protest. She goes into Malema, the ANC, the expropriation without compensation. she lays it all out. Multiple chapters, very well written, factually written. And she even exposes every member of the president's cabinet that has a criminal conviction on their record. She didn't hold any punches when she wrote this book. It will become a resource for you. It will become a fact checker for you. With all the other information that you see out there, you can look at this book and fact check it. So please get your copy today and help somebody else that's in a situation far worse than your own. And I think with that, we're going to bring this broadcast to a close. Willie, I can't thank you enough for getting involved.
I want to say something, one more thing.
Okay.
I always come back with one more thing.
That's fine.
If somebody is planning, maybe thinking about seeking asylum, you'll need this book. This book will basically give you all the information you'll need for your asylum application. Not just the book, obviously. You'll need some other information as well, but that's a good starting point. Mm-hmm. I've got one in my house, and it's going to be with me. If ever I need it, I've got it. And yeah, that's another reason by the book. Thank you.
What a good point, Willie. Okay, everybody, we're signing off for today. Get your copy of the book. You're going to love it. Bye-bye.